Hello. Let's read some cards. See what's going on with you. See what the vibe is today. Okay, so we have the King of Coins coming forward. And it feels like the King of Coins is a representation of where you want to be. I'm hearing you want to be entirely self-sustaining. And that sounds really good on the surface, but I feel like the subtext below that is I want to not have to depend on anybody. I want to be completely I want to be completely independent. And I think when you say this and when you express this, people think you just mean materially, but I feel that there is, again, subtext that this is you wanting to not have to depend on anyone else, because for whatever reason, depending on other people right now feels really unsafe. We have the Eight of Pentacles coming forward. So you're really like hitting that grind. You're really focusing on, okay, what do I need to do to make this happen? And then how do I do this? What do I need? Yeah, the Five of Swords. Sweet baby. You're doing a really good job of mastering this on like a physical level with your money, with your body and things like that, but it's not giving you what you actually want, because although you want to be completely self-sufficient, like materially, which is fine, because that subtext is also, I want to be completely self-sufficient emotionally and mentally, I want to not have to depend on a tribe or anybody, that's impossible. We are pack animals, and so you're not really getting the satisfaction out of this that you want. And I feel with the Five of Swords and with these other two cards, there's a refusal to accept that what you are asking or expecting of yourself is even possible. Yeah. We have the Page of Swords and the Two of Cups. I feel like this is kind of what you really want. You are looking for connection with others. I feel that you've had a lot of disappointment when it comes to connection with others. So you've responded again by deciding, okay, well, I'm just going to be really, really wealthy. I'm going to be so wealthy that I don't need friends. I don't need a partner. I don't need family, nothing. But again, like money like makes things great. Don't get me wrong, but if connection with others is what you're seeking, money's not going to do that for you. The King of Swords. You need to get control over the true motivation behind your sudden desire to be wealthy or to be self-sufficient. Like, the King of Swords is inviting you to be so honest with yourself. Like, what is it that you actually want? Yeah. And like the King of Swords has the ability to acknowledge truth without actually acting on it. So even just acknowledging like the truth of the situation, which is that depending on people feels really unsafe and you want to be self-sufficient so that you can kind of bypass that, just acknowledging that is a big step. We have the reversed Seven of Swords, we have the reversed Eight of Cups, and the reversed Ten of Wands. So if you're being really honest with yourself, which is what the Seven of Swords reversed and the King of Swords upright isn't asking you to do, you're feeling overwhelmed because there are connections in your life, in your search for connection, in which you overstayed your welcome because you wanted that connection. Because that inner baby you that lives in your mind really wants to connect with people, really wants to feel loved, really wants to be seen, which is kind of what the Two of Cups is the beginning of. It's the beginning of feeling seen. But in your quest to be seen, you've put up with a lot of shit that you didn't want to. And instead of depersonalizing that, instead of saying, you know what, like the people who weren't able to give me what I needed, maybe I was expecting too much of them, you know, maybe it wasn't about me. You've really personalized that, and you've responded by saying, okay, well, I'm going to get my finances in order so that I don't have to, so that I'll be so rich that I don't need friends. And that's not how that works. So what is the Fountain's guidance, I guess, for this? Because we're using the Fountain Tarot. What is the Fountain's guidance for you here? Like, you need to get honest with yourself about what it is you're actually trying to achieve with this financial self-sufficiency, with this material self-sufficiency. Yeah. So we have the Two of Coins coming forward. We have the reversed Three of Coins, and we have the reversed Hermit. You need to find that happy balance between being self-reliant while also seeking connection. And with the reversed Three of Coins and the reversed Hermit, the reversed Hermit, you've taken it to the extreme of, again, completely isolating yourself from other people, completely writing off a connection with other people. You need to not do that. You need to find some balance when it comes to seeking connection, when it comes to being comfortable with yourself. There is such a thing as that balance, and I promise you will find it. But that starts by you being honest with yourself about, again, your reasons for wanting to be completely self-reliant, with being honest with yourself about the ways in which your desire for connection has left you disappointed, has left you feeling abandoned and alone. The reversed Wheel of Fortune and the upright Three of Cups. You have more control over the state of your connections than you realize. You have control over who you allow into your life, and that control begins with surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, instead of staying in connections with people who make you feel like shit about yourself. Like, this isn't you, like, you don't have to leave those connections up to chance. You have control over who you allow access to you. We have the reversed Page of Cups coming forward. I think you haven't realized that in the past because, again, your inner child is struggling with abandonment wounds. It's struggling with, well, if I put up with all this shit, then people will stay and they won't abandon me. And maybe they won't want to hurt me anymore. Obviously, that hasn't worked for you. And again, you've taken it to an extreme by saying, you know what, fuck everybody. Reverse Strength coming forward. You've responded to your feelings of helplessness by extreme force in a way that isn't helping you. It's not like, you're basically trying to keep yourself safe is what I'm trying to say. But again, this attitude of I can be completely self-reliant and I can completely abandon the need for other people. Again, we're fucking pack mammals. That's not realistic. There's a reason why we gather. So get honest with yourself about why it is you want to be self-reliant. Get honest with yourself about why it is you don't want people around you. Start to, like, do some fucking healing. Like, go to therapy, please. And I don't mean to sound crass, but, like, really, go to therapy. Do we have any final thoughts before the clock runs out? No? Okay. I guess that's it. Go to therapy. You're a pack mammal. You need people. Bye.